and welcome. You're here today with Andra Carmina, and we are on day 2 of 7 days of PK heart-opening lessons from a Thai cat. So today I would like to talk about something that I feel is very dear to my heart, and for PK too, it was that when you want something, you go and get it. And what do I mean by that? How can a cat teach you that when you want something, you go and get it? PK was notorious for running after the laser. The laser was like his most favorite thing on the planet. As soon as he saw that little red dot, it was like his desire got activated and he would just like tune everything out, and that was it. So he would run around, he would chase the little dot, he would contort himself in all the ways possible, and turn and you know, do all kinds of things just to get the little dot. And I know it might sound trivial, but a lot of the times I think that we tell ourselves like, oh yeah, I want this, I want that, I want my life to change, I want things to be different, I want to make more money, I want to live a different life, I want to be happier, you know, insert whatever, instead of the little red dot, right? And I think that we always say that we want things for ourselves, but we're not always willing to do what it takes to actually get to those things, right? And so the lesson here is that if you really were to activate your desire for something, yeah, you would make a decision that that is what you want. Yeah, so you're saying, I decide today that this is it. Yeah, this is my decision. This is what I want. This is what I desire. And then the next step would be to commit to it. So you're committing to your desire, you're committing to what you want. And so in PK's case, committing looks like, I'm going to run around after this stupid little dot until I catch it, right? In human cases, it's more like, I'm going to do whatever it takes so that I see this through and my desire comes to fruition. Yeah, my dream comes to fruition. Whatever it is that I want more of in my life actually shows up in my life. And until I see the result, I do not stop, yeah? And so for me, this was a really important lesson because I realized that I was telling myself, oh, I want this, I want that, whatever, but I really wasn't doing what it took. I wasn't putting in the effort, or whatever effort I was putting, I for sure could have put more, and I wasn't. And so this really taught me that, you know, if you really want something and you're committed to it, yeah, because we all want things, but it doesn't mean that we actually commit to making those things happen into our lives, yeah. But if you have a desire for it, if you commit to it, and then you plan towards it and take action, which is something that I was talking about in yesterday's video, yeah, in day 1 about taking action, then you're going to see results over time, yeah, as long as, again, you stay committed to it, right? So for PK, it was like, it didn't matter if he was sleeping, it didn't matter if he was eating, it didn't matter what he was in the middle of. As soon as he saw the little red dot, he would just bolt for it, right? And it's just like that. Like, it doesn't matter what your circumstances look like, it doesn't matter what your life looks like now, it doesn't matter what your reality is currently dictating. If you have a desire, yeah, i.e. the red dot, bolt for it, go for it, right? Nothing's gonna stop you from that. Okay, so just to recap, lesson number 2 for today is if you want something, go and get it. There's absolutely nothing stopping you except for yourself, yeah? PK was crucial in showing me that no matter what, you know, you can always keep trying. It was, you know, again, he failed every time. I don't think he ever caught the little red dot, because every time he would quote-unquote catch it, it would disappear, and then it would appear somewhere else, right? Because I would, like, move the laser. But he never stopped because he didn't catch it, or it disappeared, or whatever, you know, or it turned off and then it turned back on after 3 hours, and then, you know, he'd be like, oh, you know what, I don't feel like trying anymore. No, he tried every single time. He didn't give up. Even if he failed, he kept going, right? So again, you cannot get discouraged by the fact that you're failing at something. We're all gonna keep failing at something, right? I mean, that's how masters become masters. They fail more times than beginners even try, right? And so, and that's what made him a master, because he got so good at running after it and chasing it and catching it and, you know, not giving up and just keep doing it until he was able to move around and, like I said, contort his body in such ways that it was just astounding to see his muscles and him just going after it, right? So again, for me, that was really important because it taught me that, you know, you don't have to be on the sidelines, and you don't have to get discouraged that you fail, or that, you know, oh, what will people think that I tried and I didn't, you know, succeed, or why should I even bother? You know, these are all things that come up for us, right? I even had thoughts like these when I was thinking of putting together this video series. I haven't put together a video series in a while. I haven't put my face out there for a while, right? And so I could have been like, oh, I don't think people are going to watch. I don't know if I should really do this. You know, many times I was like, Andra, you're going to talk about a freaking dead cat. Like, who is going to listen to you, right? Like, who in their right mind would listen to you? And in my mind, I was like, you know what? People in their left mind are going to listen to me if they're not in their right mind, right? Like, I don't know. The point is not that I'm talking about PK, or, you know, the point is that I'm willing to share with you something that for me was really important. And I think that you can get something out of it, right? The way through which the lesson came through to me, which is through PK, you know, is just the way that it showed up, is just a vehicle, but the lesson can apply to anybody, right? And that's what I mentioned in day one. So I would like to invite you to think about what it is that you want in your life, what it is that you're, you know, you've said that you're going after and you haven't really committed to it 100%, okay? So this is your chance to think about it and give it another go, and not stop, and not feel like you're going to fail. And if you are going to fail, don't worry about it. Just keep trying. Eventually you're going to get to it, right? It's just by force of trying that you're going to persevere and eventually succeed. Okay, so if you have any comments, if you want to give me any stories of yours, whether it's your pets, yourself, other people, whatever you want to share with me, I'm happy to read it. I'm happy to comment back. So please leave me a message down below if you'd like. And I will be back with day 3 in just a day. Take care. Ciao, ciao.